Hello everybody, this is Jacob from Winch Me This. Today I'm going to be doing another Lay the 5 video. In this video I'm just going to get more in depth and talk about why this works, or this should work more times than not, based on the combinations, based on the probabilities of the game, but also based on the fact that you're not leaving the risk out there for very long. And so in this one, the way I'm going to play, so I'm going to be looking for 3 hits. Once I get the 3 hits, I'm going to pull the lay down, I'm going to pull the iron cross down, and I'm just going to play across the numbers. At that point, I'll half press. Why this works so well is that this likely, outside of a crazy run of 5s in a very short span, this likely is going to keep you alive at a craps table for the long roll. All right, for the roll that ends up turning 110 inside to $4,000 or $5,000. This kind of strategy will keep you at the table like that. Minus one just unreal run of 5s. So we have a $2,000 bankroll. Let's get into it. Again, I'm just going to be random rolling. That's another thing about this style of play, is it's not necessary to practice shooting. It's not necessary to be a shooter or claim to be a shooter or any of that. You just play the game that the probabilities allow. So there we go. $300 lay 5, and then we're going to go 60-60 on the 6 and 8, and then 20 in the field. Like I said, I'm looking for 3 hits. In any 3 rolls that's not a 5 is a winner. So the lowest you could win, I guess, would be $60. And I guess the most you could win would be $150 in 3 rolls. Oh, that ain't right. It's like that. So what the breakdown here is, for everyone that hasn't seen these videos before, is the lay 5 pays $200 minus a $10 vig, which is $190. This amount out here equals $140. So that means every 7 is worth $50 that has the lay attached to it. If the 6 or an 8 rolls, they are also worth $50 net, because you're going to lose the field, and then the field is worth either 20 or 40. All right, so here we go. Everything is working. We're working on the come out. Here we go. Let's see what happens. We got an 8, 5, 3, 8. All right, so what happens here is we're going to lose that 20, but we're going to win 70 on the 60. So we're going to replace that. We're going to put this over here in the profit box. I guess let's put the profit box over here. All right, we're looking for 3 winners, and then we're going to take down our investment out there, the 9, 6, 3, 9. We're going to take all these numbers down, and we're just going to play with the profit money. All right, so there's $20 win. On the 9, it's all profit. Stick it over here in the profit box. Then we got another 9. Okay, 2 9s, 5, 4 this time. A little different. Another $20. All right, so our profit box is sitting there like that. Tell the dealers, pull our money down. We are good for this run. Put this over here because we'll use it in a second. And then we'll have this to play with. So what do we got? 50, 60, 70, 80, $90. Okay, so $90 is pretty good. We'll play the 6 and 8 for 30. And 15 on each of them. I play at $15 tables, guys. So that's the way it generally looks for me. There's a 9, a bunch of 9s. Look at us go. 5, 4, 9. That's going to win $21. All right, we're going to half press. So what that means is that we're likely going to have to start with the 5, the 9, stuff like that. But we are racking up $11 and pressing 10. You could have pressed the 6. You could have pressed all of them. And 7 out. Okay, so here's the big problem that people have with this strategy, is when you go to the profit play, if you roll an early 7, you essentially didn't make nothing. That's true. So you don't have to keep all your profit out on the board. You can only spend, you could return half of the profit to the board. That's all on you. All right, we made $11 on all that, which seems like a terrible amount, risking 300. You can definitely look at it that way. The problem with looking at it that way is you're not taking into account that you only have 4 ways to lose out of the 36. So just looking at it as, oh man, I only made a little bit for that risk, you're not also factoring in that you likely were not going to roll the 5 before your 3 hits, that the likelihood of that was very low for you to roll that 5 before the 3 hits. There's a 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're working all the time. We don't have to do any kind of line betting. All right, so there's $20. That's in our profit box. And all the key in this whole strategy is simple. It's just miss the 5. That's it. There's nothing else to it. There's a 6. That's our new point. We're going to win 70. And guys, it's not like rocket science here. You could stay up for 2 rolls, 1 rolls, whatever. That's all up to you. And there's a 7 out, which is fine for us. And I'll explain now. That was not an 8, guys. That was a 7, 6, 1. So what happens here is we have $140. We have 300 lay. 300 lay is going to pay 190. Well, it's going to pay 200, but minus a $10 vig. So 190 minus 140. So we get $50. Right? So we would lose this, but it pays up here. Right? So put our profit in our profit box. Pull all this down. Like this. Put it back over here. We are playing with $120, which is a very comfortable number to play with. Let's put this all in the C and E. $5 C, $5 E. Here we go. Everything is working. Let's just work it. Let's just work it. There's the 8. So remember I said we were working, so we win $35. Half pressing here is going to be a little trickier, right? What do you want to do? Do you want to spread out to the 4 and 10? All of it's okay. Whatever you feel like you should do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $20 on the 4, and I'm going to rack up this quarter. $6, 5, 1, 6. All right, $35 win. Same thing here. I'm going to put $20 on the 10. I'm going to rack up that quarter. So now I'm spread across the board. Not bad. And a 5. All right, good time for our 5, right? $35 win. We're on the winning side of the 5 here. All right, I'm going to take my 5 to 40. Rack a quarter. So again, the probabilities now are in our favor again, right? We're just playing the game now. We have all these numbers to hit. Essentially, we're playing for free. There's a 4, so we got 20. We're going to win 40. We're going to lose our dollar big over here. Now we're going to play. I'm actually just going to take this up to 60. I know that's more than a half press, but we've collected a couple good ones. So, and a 3, we don't have that now. We don't have a field. But there's the 6, 5, 1. But this is what allows you, when you're like this, when you're playing for free, it allows you to be more aggressive. It allows you to play for that big roll, to play for the big money. Let's press our 8. We'll collect 40 this time. But it also allows you to collect at the same time, which is a very comfortable thing in craps. If you're pressing and collecting at the same time, it's very nice. It usually ends up very good. There's our 7, so we're going to lose. All right, no big deal. We collected a bunch, pressed up, gave ourselves a chance. That's the other key, is you're giving yourself a chance to have that big run, to have that big chunk come back to you. Giving yourself a chance. Guys, long rolls don't happen all the time, but they do happen. It does happen. So being ready, ready for the long roll and having your money out there, and money that you're not having any issue pressing, it is the key to this. It's how you win larger sums. It's how you stay relevant in the game, is because you're allowing yourself the chance to win a bigger money. All right, here we go. We're looking for 3 hits again. Original part of the strategy is set up. Let's get it. Everything's working. 314, 314, $20. All right. Point is going to 4. The point doesn't matter a lot in this one. Put that over in the profit box. Can we get 3 rolls in here? There's a 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Another $20. All right. We need one more profit hit. See what happens. 6, 4, 2. So it's going to win 50 total, or 50 net, 70, and then we're going to get the 50 profit. So we're going to take everything down, just like this. Rack it over there. We have our profit money. Let's play the 6 and 8 and see what we got left. Okay, so we're going to go 5 and 9. Here we go. Let's see. 6, deuce, 8. That's a $35 winner. That's a good one. That'll help us get spread out to the other numbers. All right, we're going to put 15 on the 4. And an 8 again. Nice. $35. We'll put 15 over here on the 10. All right. Come on, profit numbers. 415. That's a good time for that 5. So that's going to win $21. It's only a $15 bet. 21. So in this case, like I said, you could play like 5 on the 5. 5 on the 6, or 6 on the 6 like this. You could press it that way also. Not a terrible plan. You're pressing. It doesn't really matter what you're pressing. Just press. Pressing helps you win. $35 on that 8. The 8 is hot. In fact, so it's so hot, let's go on and bump it up to 60. See if we can get one more in. We'll rack up our nickel. See if we can get one more of those 8s to land. 5, okay. So that's a $20 5. So 20 is going to pay 28. Like that. Let's take our 9 up to a quarter. Rack this up. And again, guys, these presses are somewhat arbitrary. I'm trying to make them mostly half presses, but you know, you can make adjustments. There's the 5 again. That 5 is smoking too. All right, so that's another $28. Let's go and get that 5 to bump at least to a quarter here. And there's that hard 8. Very nice, very nice. That's a $70 winner. Take the 6 to 60. Let's take the 4 up to a quarter. All right. Starting to load up on red chips here. There's that 4. Nice. All right, point made. That's going to win 50. We're going to drop $1. It's going to allow us to take this up. Rack this, all that stuff up. Box numbers are off on this one. Let's be off for a roll. 4, deuce, 6. All right, here we go. Now we're working again. And 7 out. Okay, no big deal. We started with like, what did we have? 50 and I think $90. Worked it up, made some money, did good. All right, so let's count it up. All right, so obviously we didn't have a loser today. Again, this is not uncommon with this strategy. There's plenty of days, if you're only going to stay there for 3 hits, there's plenty of days you won't have a loser. There's plenty of times it's not going to lose. All right, let's do this 200. So that's 14, 15, 1600. $2,000. So we're up. We're up. $281. Not bad. Up. Profitable $281. Not terrible for just a couple shooters. Actually, I would venture to say that that's a pretty good profit margin per shooter, especially because most people are only looking for about $50 per shooter. Or at least that's a very common number people look for. So we're up to 280. Not bad at all. I would take it. That's more than 10%. So again, guys, I just want to keep reiterating on strategies, and not just this strategy, but strategies similar to this, where you can put all the probability basically in your favor and then play disciplined with like a hit count, and you should be profitable more than not. Guys, that doesn't mean that there's not a way to lose. There is a way to lose. If a bunch of fives roll in a row or in a very short sequence of dice, you're going to lose some money. But the overall is you're going to have a lot less fives than you are every other number. So if you stay consistent, a lot of times those fives, like in this case, will come up when you're on the light side of it. So again, guys, playing this type of play, it's worked for me for a really long time, and not necessarily just this strategy, but this hybrid type of play. It's worked for me for a long time now. I really promote it because I feel like it's the best way to play craps. Again, I'm not saying other ways are not good. I'm not saying other ways aren't effective. I'm just saying that this is my opinion, that this is the best way to play craps as far as a hybrid style of play. Playing this specific strategy, you can or not. It may be too rich for some people's blood. I understand all that. So, or it may be too light. I mean, there's some guys that obviously play much bigger. So, again, guys, thank you for your time. This is Jacob from When You Me This.